shout out to everybody who's already liked the video, and also, yeah, shout out to you, Solomon. You know what I'm saying? Um, for the rest of you who come into the stream, man, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into this content, man. Uh, Mainly talking about our, melanated American women, how her entire rebellion against um against the melanated black man is a mirage. I was just sitting up here talking, chopping it up with my younger brother, man, on the phone. And he's talking about a number of different things, man. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Solomon King, man. But yeah, I was talking to my younger brother, man. We was just talking about just an amalgamation of different things, and that's one of the things that came up, man. Is how the melanated American female, you know, how they have joined into this fight, this fight, this feminism fight, when really it serves her no purpose to even get involved in the fight of feminism. And the reason why I say that is because when in this country have melanated women ever been oppressed by her man? I'm gonna say that again. When in this country have melanated men ever oppressed melanated women? Think about that. Does that make any sense? For melanated women to even rebel against melanated men, you're basically rebelling against a man you've practically had more power over, particularly in the past 50 to 75 years. With, you know, yeah, what's up? What's happening, Amir? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Shout out to Solomon. Appreciate you brothers joining the stream, man. But yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me, you know, that these sisters, these women would actually join hand in hand with non-melanated women and rebelling against us as melanated men when they've always had more power than we've had. You know, we all know, but we all know it's by demonic design, man. You know, it's by demonic design that our women would rebel against us. So, you know, for us as brothers, um, we just got to continue to keep our head on the swivel, man. Uh, and it's just like the Messiah said, a man's enemies gonna be those of his household. So typically, who's the closest person that's in your household? It's typically, what I'm saying, your wife or uh, concubine, significant other, whatever title you deem the woman that you give to the woman that you with. You know, what else would Satan use? Same thing he been using for thousands of years. Same thing that worked on Adam. It's not. It's not rocket science. you know, it's it's like, as much as if we just keep it a buck, as much as we need women in order to build what we're trying to build as men, at the same time, it's sad that we have to go to war with the very thing that we desire the most to build what we're trying to build, which is our legacy. It's sad, but at the same time, if we're in tune spiritually, it's also something that unfortunately is expected. So you know, you can do one or two things. You can prepare your mind and heart to you know to the point to where you're willing to deal with whatever comes with that, or you can just decide to you know withdraw from the race, go monk mode, do whatever you got to do. That's some brothers decide to be eunuchs for the kingdom. You know, if you decide to be a eunuch for the kingdom, hey, more power to you. I can't knock. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock brothers that decide to be eunuchs for the kingdom. You know, the Messiah made that choice. The Apostle Paul made that choice. There's several brothers in Scripture that decided to be eunuchs for the kingdom. You know, I don't knock that choice. You know, but I know me as the type of man I am and the type of desires that I have. I I would not fully be satisfied making that kind of decision. So, you know, for those of us brothers that desire family, uh, wives, concubines, what have you, just know that if you're over here in the West, you're over here in these United States of America, which I like to call the divided states of embarrassment, you know, uh, 99 and 999 one thousandths of the women that we come in contact with, they're gonna be influenced by feminism, you know, which, you know, if we're just for all intents and purposes, if we just be a buck, feminism is the biggest excuse for women to be 304s out there. You know, that's what happens when you give women the power. I mean, it's gonna sound real chauvinistic, but it is what it is. When you give women the power to make their own choices and the decisions that women make are not governed by um, men who are righteous and follow scripture, this is the results that we get. So we have over here, we have complete and utter chaos and dysfunction. That's just fact of the matter, man. It is what it is. That's the situation that we see over here in America, and you know what I'm saying, and and it's quickly spreading worldwide. The Jezebel spirit that America has, it's definitely spreading worldwide. You think you gonna go over to a foreign country and everything gonna be good, but these countries still have a level of this Western influence because even though America is losing power, there's still a lot of American influence in these other countries. You know, so Don't think everything is all Gucci and all gravy just because you go to another country, try to find you, you know, this humble feminine woman, and you think it's gonna be all good. You mess around and be sorely and sadly mistaken. Yeah, that's right, Amir. The country we live in is the most influential country in the world. You know, facts. We run social media and entertainment. You know, you know, that's facts. That's the actual factual. You know, so unless people are willing to make the adjustment, I'm at the point now, and you know, as I try to, continue to, imitate the Most High, but at the same time adjust to these, modern times. You know, if we know we're gonna be dealing with these American women while we're in America, because my encouragement is, you know, eventually, you know, either get out, at the very least, get out of the cities if you're gonna be in America. But you know, when you really study the scriptures, biblical men were always nomads. They were. Biblical men have always been nomads. They've always been nomads. So since biblical men have always been nomads, and we've always been able to keep ourselves flexible and, move around from this place to that place, we definitely don't want to get too uh, comfortable with the idea of staying confined in the same city, same state, hell, even the same country. We have to be open to, you know, being available to move other places. Look at the things that's going on. Look at what New Breed's doing, you know what I'm saying? With not just the Carolina uh, land, but what he's doing over there in Liberia, in Africa, things like that. You know what I'm saying? We have to be, you know, open and available to be able to move at a moment's notice. Right now is the time for us to be making plans to, you know, be able to move around, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just wanted to come on here. I hadn't done a video in a while, and like I said, I kind of got this idea from talking to my younger brother, and I was like, you know what, this would be a good, video, video title. You know what I'm saying? We think about, not just the American woman in general, but what I'm saying, just especially the melanated American woman, and her dominant mental attitude, and how you know just like Satan, the devil used Eve, he uses the melanated Western American woman the same way. So um appreciate the likes that I've gotten on this video so far. Shout out to Amir and Solomon, and the third individual that's watching this in the clouds, who uh has decided to, you know, now put a comment. Hey, I appreciate it. I hope I'm not embarrassing you, and shout out to everybody else that's maybe watching in the clouds. And also appreciate uh the person who just liked the video as well, as I'm watching this live. Again, for those of you who have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And as you watch this on the playback, give it a like. Drop a comment. Uh, uh, let me know what you think about what I said. You know, um, with that being said, it's your boy, Sean the Navigator. Peace and blessings to everybody. Hope everybody has a good night. And as an aside, I know it's sports, but congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines for beating the Washington Huskies and securing that national championship. So, all right, man. I'm signing out. Peace.